First off, Coach, what did you tell your team in the locker room after that one?
Gutsy win. Gritty and gutsy win. Bodies down, and we never make excuses. This group doesn't make excuses. That's the second game that we found a way to win. Guys stepped up, stepped in, but I thought it was amazing that the guys recognized the contribution of Cole Anthony to be not in rotation at times, in, out, but that's the definition of staying ready for your moment to happen.
I know it's a recurring theme now, but your defense continues to obviously live up to the hype and potential. What are you seeing from game to game about your defensive intensity?
Guys just willing to lock into their assignment. You know, obviously basketball is a game of mistakes, and we made some, but we didn't let the offense impact our defense. A team that was averaging, 110 points, you hold them to 84. Again, it's just a tremendous effort from this group to just will that win and get it done by committee.
Responds to have his eye poked out basically, and then come back but still nail some threes and really make an impact on this game. What does that say just about the fight he has for this team and for everyone surrounding around him too?
The guys believe in him, and they know exactly how much weight he carries for this group. So when he went down, it was a moment, but he took his time, sat in the corner for a second, kind of regrouped himself, and then came out and made some big-time plays for us. But that's just who he is. He's the ultimate competitor, and these guys trust him, and they know the amount of work he put in. But let alone on the offensive end, he went and guarded multiple players down the stretch and took that in his hands too.
I know turnovers are always a huge stat for you. Charlotte had 27 of them. You had season low 8. Just talk about that difference.
Making the right play. And now, mind you, we didn't shoot the ball well at all, but we didn't let that impact us. And we talk about guys being willing to step in and take the open shot. Well, they were giving us a ton of them. But we've got to keep our level of confidence to step in and take them and just be willing and having to make them. But then again, our ability to take care of the basketball, because we shared it. We were trying to find the right play, not trying to over-penetrate, just spraying out at the right time. I think it's big time.
J.I.'s confidence here in the fourth quarter, hit 3 big threes. What did you see from him offensively, of course defensively as well?
I mean, defensively he was great as always, but his confidence level to know that second shot, offensive rebound comes back, he steps in with the same amount of confidence, and that's the confidence you want your group to have, and that's the confidence they have grown because of the work that they put in, and not shying away from it at all.
How is Gary Harris doing?
We'll reevaluate him tomorrow. We'll see how he's doing. Thank you.
I know it's a recurring storyline now, but your defense continues to obviously be on point. What did you see from your team throughout the night defensively?
It's just we some dogs, man. We really about it, and we recognize the talent that we have on the defensive end. And as shots continue to not fall, we've been able to fall back on defense, and we just want it. It's a part of our identity. It's not something that we try to do. It's just who we are. And so from first guy up to last guy on the bench, we want to guard and we want to make plays, and it shows.
Even though you were shooting as a team poorly going into the fourth, you only trailed by 4 at that point.
Right.
What was Coach and other guys saying during the huddle before going into the fourth?
Just stay with it. Stay with it. Just your point about us shooting the ball so poorly and only being down 4 points, that tells us everything we need to know. At some point in time, the dam is going to break, and we're going to be able to make shots, and that's exactly what happened. We found a couple to go in. Franz hits a big one late. Mo hits one, and then it just starts to trickle. And next, we're up 10. It's just how we do it.
You hit 3 big 3-pointers. What did you see down the stretcher for yourself to get open on those shots?
Just staying with it. I mean, I didn't even have to get open. They were daring us to shoot. Me, Tristan, and I kept the faith. I didn't let it kind of get to my head that I wasn't making shots early. And you saw my reaction when I hit the one. I said, "Thank you, Jesus," because I know it was my faith, just trusting that it was going to fall at some point in time, and it did. And so I'm grateful, and we got a chance to win this game, and it was a dogfight. And but to have a as high-powered of an offense that we're going against, and to hold them to 84 points is ridiculous.
You've been teammates with Cole now for a while.
Yeah.
His minutes have been up and down so far this year, but how happy are you for him to not only get those minutes, but then play well down the stretch?
He's a professional. This league is not easy, and sometimes it's just not your night, and sometimes you don't have the opportunity for it to be your night. But he's kept his head down and waited for the right opportunity to happen to be this game, and he's a big reason why we won this game. And so kudos to him, and I know he's excited and happy, and whatever happens in the future will happen, and just let it be.
Thank you.
Cool. Appreciate y'all.
Damn. Jay, I got 14
Cole,
shots.
I know there's a lot to unpack from that game, but how would you best describe that win?
It was a dogfight, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't particularly a pretty game, but, if we play a lot of games, you got to be able to just grind out some wins sometimes. That's what we did tonight.
Defense travels, as they say. Do you feel like with the defensive pressure and intensity you guys play with regularly that when you go on the road, play at home, wherever you play, you're always going to be in games?
Yeah, we have the personnel. We have people who could defend. We have a great team, and we didn't. We've proven it on nights so far, and it's like a night like tonight. No one particularly shot it well. I think we shot 26%. We shot 39% the floor as a team. Like it's hard to win games like that, but we just did that tonight. So yeah, man, we some dogs. We can compete with anyone in the league. That's what I believe, and I think we've proved that, and we're gonna continue to prove that.
We talked a little bit about going into the half, just how hot you were getting, but overall, your performance, just how good did it feel to kind of really see the shots go in tonight?
It was cool, man. You put a lot of work in, and when stuff don't go your way, it's hard to sometimes cope with that. But I just been trying to do what I can to stay ready, and by the Lord's blessing, I shots fell tonight. So. Love to do it again.
What's your mentality? Obviously, minutes have been up and down for you, but what's your kind of way of making sure you're always ready?
That's what I tell myself. Stay ready. Stay ready. Just be consistent, and whenever my name's called, just be ready.
I know turnovers are a big point of emphasis for you guys. You had a season low 8 tonight, even that's with missing a few players. What was it about your team that was able to control the tempo and also make sure you weren't reckless in any way?
I think tonight everyone was I don't know. See, I didn't think we only had 8 turnovers. Let me be honest. I thought we had a few more, but now that you mentioned it, and I played the game back in my head, yeah, I guess we had that many turnovers. I had one. Yeah, shout out to us. That's nice.